Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. Another season of EA Sports College Football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Guys?
Holly, thank you. And the Cardinals kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Gordon. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They've brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Complete on the left to Williams. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Lewis. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
Caught by Smith. Just steamrolling the defense. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they would go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
From the red zone, it's Gordon. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Out wide right, it's Coleman Williams. Touchdown, Spartan! A great catch and run for 6.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drops back on first down. Right side, it's Brown. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. They'll give it to Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Out wide right, it's Brown. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
On the return. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple. And made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Lewis to throw. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage, predictable situations.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Blasted as he lets it go. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Tries to get it himself. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball is coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff again. Sweet cut there. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. And he gets it away.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Cardinals decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Makes a move. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Great place to start for this offense. With Lewis. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Throwing. Lewis. Pulls it in. It's Danzy. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. We've reached a break, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here. They'll go to the counter. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The run inside. It's Gordon. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Defense in press coverage. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
Great job by the defense there tackling the catch. If that receiver breaks a tackle, he's getting the first down. So nice job by the defense surrounding the ball carrier and getting him to the ground.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. A give to Brown. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice...
Caught, and he's got room. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He's now up to 52 yards rushing in this 1st half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Might as well run him again. All over him immediately.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Still looking. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Right side, it's McCoy. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinals. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Bringing it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Lewis fires to the wideout. Caught by Williams on the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Spartans, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Using his legs, it's Gordon. Finding some room. He's now up to 64 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Lewis on the play action. Flush to the left. Unleashes one. Complete on the left to Williams. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Gain of 34. First and goal, Michigan State.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Wants to throw one first. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's McCoy. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Hand off, Isaac Brown. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
Got out of trouble and throws. Makes a catch. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not them down.
The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready. White 29, ready, go.
They'll give it to Isaac Brown. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Moves to his right. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Out wide right, it's Crowell. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Nestled just inside that right upright. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Look, and he loses the football. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Huskers sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side, it's Brown. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Quick give. It's Gordon. Enough to move the chains. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we got to show him things are about to be different.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Lewis to throw. Caught by Williams on the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Gordon. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Throwing. Lewis. They're all over it. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something open. And maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
And the Spartans will try to move the sticks on 4th down. 4th down, Lewis. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. One more time, it's Brown. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the 1st half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the 2nd half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Lewis. Complete on the left to Williams. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Well, this guy has been a weapon all game long. They've lined him up all over the field. He's run all different types of routes. The defense has not been able to cover him, and he's got now over 150 receiving yards.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO. They were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Straight ahead, it's Gordon. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. 1st down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Tough run here. It's Gordon. There's a crease. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Well, one of the best compliments you can pay a running back is they get stronger as the game goes on. This guy's been awesome all game long, and you're seeing it here in the 4th quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out, still running strong.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now he's got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. He's got the 1st down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Stepping to the right. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Hand off for Brown. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Brown again. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And this defense has brought their A-game. Done a great job stopping the run.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. A give to Brown. Got the 1st down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established. And this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well. But they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success. And they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
He'll pull it down and run. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Off play action. Here comes the heat. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
And he got it! And now it's a 1-possession game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Lewis to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And you want that clock to run. Turning it on. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Play fake, Lewis. Out wide left, it's Smith. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Fires on the move. It's complete. A bold call when it works, reckless when it doesn't, but the play action pass will put this one in the books.
And how about that? They definitely fooled the defense late in this football game. The clock is their friend. They can just run the football. They go with a little play action, catch them off guard, and Palmer, I think that should do it.
Yeah, it's tough for a defense in that situation, too, because you need to get the ball back, so you have to sell out. And as soon as they saw run, you saw everybody fly downfield. There was just no way they were going to be able to defend that pass. Tough situation, but great job by the offense executing at a critical moment, and they get the win.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Well, let's hope he just throws this one away. Moving out to the right. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
That is add the insult to injury. Running the football late, could have taken a knee, could have ran the clock out, but those stats count, those stats matter, and this handshake with the coaches might get a little more interesting.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better.